Welcome to the first of a planned series of ETF2L interviews with myself, Admirable, interrogating unlucky members of Season 13's Premiership teams. The first head on the block is none other than BFF's enigmatic leader, Darn. Say hello to your fans, Darn.
Oh. Technology.
Okay, let's get down to business. The important question first. Which hats and miscellaneous items are you going to be wearing in Season 13, Darn? That's what the people want to know.
Oh, shit. Straight with the tough ones. This is hard for me. I think I will be... Well, not gonna change my hat. I'm gonna keep the towering pillar of hats forever.
Yeah, I think that one's just infamous with Darn. That's good to hear. I think that the icebreaker probably went a little bit better than I expected. You actually knew the name of some hats. I'm impressed.
Yeah, well, that's the only hat I know.
But I think the question that the community really wants to know, Darn, is what the hell does BFF stand for? Is it Best Friends Forever? Big Finish Fairies? Enlighten us.
I really don't know. Should I tell? But
you can always keep it a mystery.
I guess we can reveal this. It's Börje from Finland.
What?
Börje from Finland.
Börje?
Börje. It's Björn, as in Buben.
Ah, yes.
It was our Youth Mania team where Björn and Buben were playing.
Wow, the cat is out of the bag now. I wish we'd kept that one secret. Bit of an anticlimax, Darn. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
Okay, I'll hit you with some...
It wasn't meant for the public. It was just our little inside joke.
You just can't resist me, man. I drew it out of you.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We'll go into some serious questions here then. Okay. Here's a big long one. I prepared, man. I'm such an amazing interviewer. You're going to be blown away by this. In the last roster, you created Relic, which was essentially a reincarnation of Team Dignitas. You opted to recruit some unknown talent in the form of Sweden's Larsa. But with BFF, you've chosen to play it safe, compiling a roster of elite players, with the most inexperienced being actually voted Soldier of the Season not so long ago, so really not inexperienced at all. Do you think it's possible to recruit from outside the Premiership player pool and still remain competitive? And what were your general considerations for assembling this new team?
Well, at first, my plan was to just like people who are play daily. But the season closed up on me quite quickly, as in didn't realize it's gonna start so soon. Thought that there's just no time to create a top team who can compete against the best. And also the reason for this lineup was that I heard Epsilon was gonna recruit Huhy and Seppo Sai, so I decided from them.
So you recruited those players specifically so that Epsilon couldn't take them?
Yes, and of course, Buben and Huhy, they like playing with each other, and I think they make a good team together. But I just wanted to make a team which is completely wine-free, as in no bridge, exception of Cadus, but he's a stoner, so he keeps quiet, which is fine. Just enjoy the game. Like we have a goal to obviously to win shit, but also to have fun winning shit. As in that even if we lose games, we can still find some fun out of it. But anyways, just making a fun team to play with.
So did you sort of dodge my question about recruiting players from outside the Prem, or are you just saying you didn't bother this time because you didn't have the time?
Yes, that was the plan. That was the answer. Just didn't have time. I would have probably made a team outside the Prem and take people, like there are people who can compete in Premiership, but they just need a little guidance, like how to adapt into the environment, because the games are way faster than in, let's say, Division 1, and that's a tough thing to people to adapt to. So you need like one like me to guide these new players, but just didn't have time.
Is there any players on your radar that you'd like to just give the recognition to? You say there are players out there. Anyone you looked at?
Now, because I can't think of any. I would need more time. Like, there are players, loads of players, just needs to find them and basically start off with people who are young, let's say 18 is a good age that they like to play. That's the thing. Love to play.
You want to steal their youth away from them, keep them inside playing video games. I like it. I like it.
Their youth. For me, Bathory.
You're a vampire.
Their youth. Yeah.
Okay, then on to the next question. As you may be aware, Darren, there's been a record prize pool in the Premiership this season with €2,500 anonymously donated on top of the TTE Sports swag. Have your team discussed any plans for potential winnings, such as reinvestment towards future LAN expenses? Are you looking at this team in the longer term, or is it just a sort of one-season deal?
This is definitely a long-term team, depending, of course, how the turbulence in European TF2 scene goes. As in, if there's no activity and no lands and nothing, we're probably gonna get bored and stop playing. But this is a long-term team, and if we win something doubt, we are gonna use it on our LAN expenses. I'm hoping get picked up by an MGO in the future once we have proven ourselves.
Yeah, that sounds good. What's your assessment of the upcoming Season 13 Premier Division? Like, based on your veteran instincts, your PCW results, and your sort of general read on the scene, who do you see as the contenders? Who's going to be battling for relegation, and who are the dark horses?
I think us and Epsilon are obviously going to be the favorites, and it's really tough to say. Like, your team has been doing really well, and actually haven't really played anyone else. Epsilon, you guys. That's it. Nitros are probably the dark horse. Like, no one's expecting anything from them, but they are practicing real hard and trying properly. So I'd put them to be the dark horse of this season, Nitros.
What do you think of the level of competition? Is this going to be a season to forget, or do you think it's going to be memorable? Are you going to put up a fight against Epsilon?
Yeah, this is, I think this is going to be at the moment it doesn't look like, because there's so many new players in Premier, new teams in a sense, not the old faces. There's no bite, for example. So might look shaky season, as in there's no big names, but there are really good teams, and I think it's going to be a good season. And us against the Epsilon is, well, just have to see. I think it definitely need to practice way more, but I hope we are at their level.
Is the money something that motivates you? You know, you see this prize pool, does that factor into your mind?
I wouldn't really care unless the prize pool is something like 10,000. This 2,000, don't care. It's gonna get divided by 6 guys, so you're gonna get a couple $100. That's basically what you spend on a one night at the pub.
You think team pride is the main motivator here? You just want to
definitely.
You want to get Epsilon down.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much goal for every team on this season.
Absolutely. Another new thing we've seen this season is that the ETF2L admins have been listening to the Premiership feedback in the lead up to season 13. We've seen a new stricter rule set adopted, and even more recently there's been the drama of Anakin's anti-cheat, which led to some quick bans. Do you welcome these sort of actions? Do you think this will create a more competitive atmosphere? And would you like to see it taken further?
I'd like to see them taken further. I mean, just normal behavior, I think. Etc. It's just fine, and I think everyone can live with them. But I'd like to see more professional approach from ETF2L, like proper hype for every single game. Maybe add some statistics, like how this team has played, player cards, how they've played in the past, and stuff like that, just to make it more interesting. So the money isn't really a motivator for people, at least that amount of money.
So you'd like to see more hype, more coverage, more everything?
Yes, yeah.
You want to see
definitely.
your Darn's name in lights?
Yes, I like to yell my own name.
Well, that's the interesting segue here, Darn, because, as a Premiership player, you will be required to submit an official name for Season 13. Can we expect to see the return of Darn Duck 69?
I could do that, actually. Excellent name, and I never played bad under that name. That was like 12 years ago, but still, I played bad under that name. Might do the name switch.
I think the fans demand it.
Well, it's a good name, isn't it? Darn Duck 69.
69,
it has
dude.
everything in it. Everything.
Got a little something for the ladies in there, with the 69.
Or the boys.
Well, on that bombshell, I'll say thanks for your time, Riley. I'll let you get back to watching Zebasai's demos and wish you the best of luck in Season 13.
Thank you.
This has been Admirable for ETF2L. Stay tuned for more interviews in the lead up to Season 13.